Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a Harry Potter Miniverse. This is a special edition Happy Birthday Harry cake. This is the only one, so it's not like a series of new Harry Potter ones. This was released initially as a TikTok exclusive, really cool wrapping. And then like a week later, they did put it on their website. I don't think it's gonna come to stores, but they did put it on the MGA website and people were so mad because they spent $7 to ship one of these. Yeah, so you can get it on TikTok or you can get it at MGA. I'll link it below, but let's get the wrapper off. This is what the inner wrapper looks like in case you're wondering. But the reason why people were so mad is because they did do a TikTok exclusive before and it was sriracha chicken wings. And that's literally the only place you could have got it. So it sold out. People were trying to resell it for like $100. It was crazy. And so people thought that's what this was going to be like. So they ran to order it, paid $7 for shipping. Then it came to the MGA website when they could have just used the rewards or bought other things to get free shipping. So that's why people were mad. But here is the container. Very cute. It's just like the newer Harry Potter ones. I always have the hardest time opening that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Stuff is wrapped in birthday paper. Love that. Then of course this has the whole little thing with the table that you can build. I'll probably do that at the end so you can see it. And it goes in here to make a little display case. They gave us 2 instructions. Oh no, a box I have to fold. Oh, I hate that. And the instructions for that. Let's unwrap all this stuff first. So they gave us a cookie tray with the icing on it. And this is our letter. That is really cute. I'll open that in a moment. I'm gonna keep this. Do you guys keep the tissue paper? I always do, and I haven't reused it for anything yet. Let me know what you do with yours. You're a wizard, Harry. That's cute. We have some ribbon. I think that's for tying up the box when we're done. This is a plastic thing to put the cake on. We have our sponge cake. Our pink cake icing. And the legs for the table and our tongs. So pretty simple, maybe. We'll see. Let's clean up. Here's the instructions. You're gonna ice it, put the Happy Birthday Harry on it, cure it, make the dreaded box, put it in there. You could tie a ribbon around it. I don't know that I'll be doing that. I hate tying things and I hate making boxes. So we'll see. But this is what the back looks like, just like a super up close. You can see how to decorate it. I can't tell. I thought these were like, this is one piece, this is one piece, this is one piece. But I don't think they're connected. We're gonna find out. I think they might all be individual, which, won't that be fun? But let's take a look at this letter first, because you could fold it and put it in the envelope. And I didn't put that on the instructions, but so cute, so we definitely need to look at it. Me never using my tweezers. There we go. It's coming. Oh, and they even give us a little wax seal sticker. It's a sticker, but it's supposed to look like a wax seal. That's cute. With the address on it. That's very cute. And then leave it. That's what it looks like. And then you can put the seal on there. That's very cute. And then, do they give us 2 of the same thing? No, I thought it was 2 of the same thing, but it's not. That's super cute. I don't think I want to fold it and put it in there though, because I like it like that. Then I'll never be able to open it if I seal it. You'll have to leave me a comment. Let me know what you would do if you did other things with this. I think it would be cute just to lay on the table. I've seen other people do that for part of the decor, so I'll put that aside. So we don't lose it. the ribbon is like, it's kind of thick, so that might make it easy to tie. But let's start the fun stuff. Let's ice it. I'm a little concerned. I don't know if it's going to be very runny. My goodness. There we go. I will put it on here. Chunk out the side of it. I'm also going to set it on this without the stand. That way I can move it to the UV light. Okay, that's pretty centered on there. I do kind of expect that maybe it's going to be runny, which will help it make it look nice and smooth. Ooh, it's like a bubblegum pink. Actually, you know what? Sorry, I keep talking out loud, or thinking out loud rather. I'm going to try to ice the sides first and cure them. That way I can just focus on the top, and then if it runs, it's fine. I'd rather do that than have to do the sides and like pick it up and hold it where I've already decorated it, if that makes sense. So, oh, it's kind of thickish. Is there an upside? I guess it's completely the same, so. Oh, that rolls on nicely. You could just kind of patch up that hole. It is pretty thick. So when I've done cakes like this in the past where I've done the sides, I kind of do like half or like a third of it, cure it really well, and then do the next piece of it. Yeah, it's pretty thick, so I feel like it might be hard to smooth. So right now I'm just going to concentrate on just putting it on there, and then we'll try to maybe roll it. I'll probably do a real thin layer and then maybe go back and do another coating so it's more pink, because I don't want to be able to see the yellow through it. So we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. Scrape a little bit off. Try to make it look smooth. Which is a little difficult. Maybe I'll just hold it like that and see if it kind of like flooded icing, how it kind of like smooths the bumps. It almost looks like it's doing that. So I'm just going to kind of hold it for a while like this, and then I'll go cure it, and then we'll do this part and then that part. I think that looks pretty nice. It smoothed out a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bumpy, but it did smooth out a bit. Hopefully we have enough to do 2 layers and then the top real thick. But we're about to find out. I still have so many Miniverse that I have to collect to finish some of my series. I want some more of the Hello Kitty ones, but those don't have the pinhole hacks, so it's going to be harder to find. Yeah, I've done the thing where you weigh them in the past, but that has worked fairly decently, but I also hate weighing them, then taking them back if you think they're not the right ones and all that. It could be a little bit of a hassle. But then I also hate paying 3 times the amount for the ones you want if you find them on eBay. And it's so expensive to ship anything. It's insane. So let's cure this section, and then we'll do that tiny little area. I guess I could do it now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it now. And then again, I'll do the same thing where I kind of hold it so it kind of starts flooding or smoothing out or whatever you want to call that, and then I'll cure it. And then we'll do the top part, which should be pretty easy. This little section right here has another layer on it, so you can see as I turn it, that's like 1 layer, 2 layer. So I definitely think the 2 layer is the better look. And then you'll know exactly how much you have for the top to probably do like a thin layer on the top and then kind of glob it on. My battery died in the middle of filming that, but the whole side of the cake has 2 layers. It's very shiny, but I think it looks pretty okay. So let's, I guess I don't need that. We're gonna do the top, and like I said, we're gonna try to do a thin layer. I always say thin layer and then I put like a huge glop on it. It's hard to do. But make sure you get it a little over the edge so that there isn't like, you know, the space in between where you can see the cake color, the batter. I feel like I have no technique to this. I like drag it, I swirl it. Doesn't really matter until you decide to cure it. And then we'll open up the letters here in a moment to see what those are like. Like I said, I thought they were going to be one piece, but I'm not sure they are. Based on the instructions, it kind of looks like they're at least like split in half each word, if not individual letters altogether. And yeah, it looks like there's just enough to do 2 layers of everything. Resin just got on my finger. I'm gonna wipe that with a alcohol prep pad. I keep those nearby in case resin gets on me. All right, so I'm gonna look at it up close, make sure it's pretty even. Set it, and I'll be back for the final layer. I think this is looking pretty good, but once we get that next layer on, I think it'll cover up the yellow. You can kind of see behind it, or under it rather. So let's glob that on, and then we're gonna put those letters on there, and hopefully it looks super cute. Definitely an easy build, but the fact that you have to do it, or at least I did it, in several different phases and steps, it does take a while if you're letting it cure in between really good and all that. So little time consuming, but overall not difficult. But I will smooth this out and then come back so you can watch me put the letters on. There's a little bit of icing left in there, resin, the resin icing. So yes, you could do 2 full layers and be pretty generous with it and it'll be fine. Let's take a look at these letters. It's kind of what I thought. So it is in like sections and I just completely jumbled it all together. So I'll lay it out. So there's the birthday. So that will definitely make it easier to do. The fact that it's in chunks like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna, yep, I was about to say, I'm just gonna drop it, and then I dropped it, so happy. It's kind of, I'm looking at the picture over here. I think that looks cute because it does kind of like arch a little according to this. And then we have birth also kind of arches. And then day kind of goes down like that. Scooch that a little closer. And it does kind of show like lines going through it. You probably could take a toothpick and drag it if you wanted lines going through it. let's see, I don't know if it matters which way the H goes. I think it goes this way. We're gonna drop it, and then like that. That went on pretty nicely, and then of course take a toothpick or tweezers, tap it, move it around where you need to. That's super cute. Let's cure it and I'll come back to show you up close. Before I show the up close of the cake, let's try to fold the box. So it has that. Let's pull all these open, kind of stretch it out. All right. So it just shows this. Oh, this may not be bad at all, actually. Then you just kind of slide them into there. Oops. Gently. I think I totally just undid the one on the other side, but it's supposed to be going on the outside, I think. Just a little flimsy. Okay. Okay, not too bad. Now, same thing with the front. We're going to bend this up, make sure the tabs are on the outside. Stick the one side in there. Okay. Then the next side. All right, I totally misjudged this. This isn't bad at all. Probably wait until I have the whole thing put together before I say that, but yeah, that's not bad. And then these flaps just go inside like normal and then go down. Okay, not too shabby. I will put that in there. That's kind of nice for stability purposes. Now let's grab the cake. I think this turned out great. I absolutely love this. So stinking cute. Okay, I'm gonna drop it in the box. Adorable. You can close it if you want. I am not gonna put a bow on it because then you can't open it, or you have to untie it every time, and that just doesn't sound fun to me. I want it displayed. But should you want to, you definitely have it. Then you have this cute little letter, an envelope as well. You'll have to let me know if you got this one and what you think of it. Because I think it's adorable. If I had to rate it, I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. It's easy, it's cute. I like how they did the letters in pieces. You could kind of like curve them a little bit without having to place every single one individually, because that would be painstaking. I like that they didn't like sink into the resin and get covered or anything. They're right on top and they look very crisp, and I love it. If you want to see more, I do have another Spaces, a Hello Kitty one, and of course I will be finding the Halloween rare. I have lots of little ones to pick up here and there that I didn't get yet, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.